How you doing, guys? Ryan from Manly No House Station. Got a little new knife review video here for you. Go ahead and get into it right now. Using the Spyderco Tenacious, the G10 handle and the matte finish on the blade. So actually getting kind of be due for a sharpening here soon. Actually kind of rolled just the tip a little bit. So I'll put that in a video for another, hopefully when I get my sharp maker. Then we have, let's see, Spyderco Delica 4. A little pad, there you go. This is the knife. Spyderco Delica 4 has, I don't know if you guys can see that. It does have VG10 steel, which is supposed to be pretty good. Actually, while we're doing that, the 8CR 13 MOV steel that's on this, I don't care for it that much. It's a little bit too soft for me. Hopefully this, everyone talks real highly of the VG10. So hopefully, I was actually expected. I thought these actually had the VG10 on them. I guess the 8CR 13 MOV and 9CR 13 MOV are kind of used for like the slightly cheaper ones. Of course, I got this at Bass Pro, and then I swapped the clip a little bit. This I got from, let's see, Blade Forums. I got it from user Danny Cliff. It came to me extremely fast. So if you guys ever go on Blade Forums and you guys are just kind of looking for a quick knife, whether you need it cheap or expensive, I mean he sold this to me for about $50, which is a little bit less than they normally go for online. I think I usually see them for 55 or 60, but I figured, hey, might as well go ahead and spend just 50 instead of 55. And unlike Amazon, this actually got here really fast. Let's see, today is the, if you guys can see it, 31st. He shipped it, or I'm sorry, I ordered it on the 29th, I think, in the morning. He shipped it right out, emailed me right away. He's real fast response. There's already fingerprints all over this thing, too. Probably should have tried to clean this off a little bit. But, yeah, he's real fast response, so that's always good. So I'll make sure I go ahead and give him a real good review on PayPal and Blade Forums. Kind of give him as a reference for people to buy knives from, because he seems pretty good. Like I said, he emailed me right away. But anyway, let's get into the knife here. The knife is VG10 steel, and I'll show you a comparison also to the Tenacious, just in case you guys are wondering how much bigger or smaller it is. These are them side by side. The handle's slightly larger, and the blade is maybe just over a 1/4 inch in length. Cutting edge is slightly longer if you guys look at it, because the cutting edge on the Tenacious goes all the way down to the handle, well, almost. On the Delica 4, it does have about, I don't know, 3/8 of an inch or something from the handle before it actually gets to cutting edge. So, and then if you guys look at it, line the bottom up, you guys have about this, let's say, maybe half inch length, bigger length on the Tenacious than the Delica 4. But I wasn't really looking for anything. I don't need anything too big. I have a lot of big knives. I'm kind of getting into a little bit smaller knife collection, because I don't usually carry big knives. I usually have those, or if I'm going out, me and my buddies hiking or whatever, I'll carry my bigger knives, in my pack. But this is kind of an everyday kind of knife, EDC, for sure. Let's see. It does have FRN handle, which is just their Spyderco's fiberglass nylon handle, it's actually pretty grippy. I mean, the way they designed this, if you look at the scales on here, they're kind of facing inward on both ends, so going this way is pretty grippy. semi-grippy that way, but not as much. And then same up here, it's real grippy going forward. So, you know, those scales definitely do their job. Get this out of the way. And then the jimping on this knife, I was extremely surprised. The jimping is extremely good on this thumb ramp. The thumb ramp on this Tenacious, sorry, I keep pulling this out as reference, but the thumb ramp on here has real thick, kind of coarse jimping. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's real thick, coarse jimping, and it does work, but you have to really bite your finger into it to get a kind of a decent grip on it. And there's no jimping here or on the back towards the liners or the scales, so there's no jimping, but the G10 does help a little bit. But actually, to be honest with you, as far as grippiness of the handles, this Delica 4 definitely has a little more grip, even though it's not G10. It does have the FRN handles, but it is actually more grippy than the G10 on here. Of course, I've checked out my buddy's American Lawman with G10, and the G10 on there is extremely coarse. So I mean, it's much grippier than this than the G10 on the Spyderco Tenacious. I don't know if you guys can see that at all. It's not as thick G10 as most other knives. But anyway, and then if you look at the jimping on here, real small, real kind of fine, and it really adds some grip, especially on the back of the blade with your thumb. Plus, the thumb ramp itself is bigger than the Tenacious. There is jimping slightly a little bit here on the sides where the scales are, right outside the liner, but nothing major. It is lock back, and I can say one thing: it does have an extremely strong. If you hear it, does have a very strong locking mechanism, and it's not a weak one like most lockbacks, which is why I usually never purchase lockbacks. I usually tend to stick with the liner locks. I'd like to get the paramilitary too, because I do like the compression locks on the back, but this one does have an extremely strong lock back, so I like that. It's really smooth. It's actually, this one's so new, it's kind of a little harder to flip out, so I have to use that thing a little bit, kind of flip it out like that a little bit easier. There you go. Flips out. It feels really smooth. So that's nice. It did come razor sharp out of the box, and actually cut a piece of this Spyderco information paper, I guess. It does come razor sharp. Whoop. Cut it in the bend. Kind of just gotta do long, kind of quick swoops, but it came razor sharp. This is actually much sharper than when I bought my Tenacious. So obviously, I mean, you want a knife sharp, and this definitely does it. The clip on the back, it's pretty strong. I am gonna have to swap sides though, because I like to carry mine on my right pocket, kind of facing down into my right, or on the belt on the outside. I don't normally carry mine inside the pocket. I either have it in my belt, on the outside of my belt, or in my flashlight / knife sheath, which I only carry for work. So I'll probably end up using the Tenacious for work, and then because I usually actually cut a lot of stuff at work, insulation and pieces of wire, and pretty much whatever I have to. This I'm kind of gonna keep. I plan on getting some, probably gonna get some Enduras and a couple more Delicas. I actually am probably the only person that does not have a Spyderco Bug, or any of them for that matter, any of the insect Spydercos. But like I said, all over, for as much as I paid for it, it was $50, and I think it was a $1 for PayPal's fee. I mean, it definitely is worth it. You get a lot of knife for your money. So if you guys are looking for an inexpensive knife that'll work for EDC, I mean, even if you want to carry it for just self-protection, I mean, it would definitely work for that. It's not gigantic, but it's not too small. It does have a lanyard hole here, and you can swap it from tip up, tip down on both sides, so that's nice. Like I was saying, the clip is real sturdy. I do like that, especially having it on my belt. I can pull it right out, and then this you know, it kind of just catches up in here, so that's pretty nice. But other than that, that is about it for the knife. And also, let's see, Seki City, Japan is where these the VG10 for the Spyderco is being made. The Tenacious blade, I don't know if you guys, I don't know if you can see that or not, but that is China right there. Not that I have a problem with either, but just letting you guys know where those are made. And if you guys do look at it, the blade's much wider on the Tenacious than the Delica 4. So I do kind of like that. Actually, it gives it a little bit better of a look. And then, like I said, here's the thumb ramp. The thumb ramp has much more concave in it, so that's pretty nice. I like the style of it so far. I haven't used it, so I'll give you guys an update in about a week or so. I'm just kind of letting you guys know how it's working so far and how I like it. Alrighty, guys, take care.